Hi, my name is Josie, and I'm a girl, and I have a penis.
What would you do if your 8-year-old son told you he wanted to be a girl?
Right now, in the perfect world, she'd go to sleep with her penis and then wake up with a vagina.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A mommy.
An increasing number of children are being brought up as the opposite sex.
That's mine.
What happens when your son becomes your daughter?
It really did take quite a bit of time for me to accept that I don't really have a son. I never really had a son. This is a daughter.
You look like a beautiful little girl.
If I had to wear boys' clothes and be a boy for the rest of my life, I would probably die.
Time to wake up. I see a smile.
Josie Romero is 8 years old and lives in Tucson, Arizona. Josie is a boy and used to be called Joseph. Since the age of 6, his parents have allowed him to live as a girl.
Beautiful girl.
No, you are.
No, you are the beautiful girl.
No, you are.
Is it fun for you and Vanessa to do her hair?
Oh, yeah. I love it. Yeah, because she looks in the mirror when she's done and she's so happy with what she sees. I like that. There you go, beautiful.
I'm done. Yay!
Careful. Go ahead and take it.
Josie lives with his mum, dad, and adopted sister Jade.
Tell me when that's enough. Okay.
For years, his parents tried to make him dress and act like a boy,
You can.
but he was adamant he was a girl.
Josie's always wanted to change her body. And she'd put on my bra and she'd put like things inside of it. And any way that she could, she'd morph her body.
What would you like to happen to your body when you grow up?
I would like to get boobs when I grow up.
Why do you want boobs?
Looks cute. Hey, what's this? This is me playing bowling.
Mm-hmm. She looks at her penis as a birth defect. She wants to have it fixed. But right now, Josie's afraid of pain. She really hates pain. So when she asked me if when she has her surgery, is it going to be painful, I told her it will. Who would do it?
The doctor?
Right.
Of course.
Yeah. If you had it done, how would they do it? Would you like talk to the doctor a bunch of times?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
then they push the penis in.
they push it in. Yeah, they make it inside out. And what does that make?
A vagina?
Yeah.
How? How?
Because the penis is like inside out. They just flip it inside
Is
out.
the vagina inside out to me?
Right, yours is like inside out. Yours is backwards. Your vagina like grew out instead of in, huh?
By the time Josie reached the age of 6, his determination to be a girl was causing his behavior to become erratic.
If she was alone in her room, then she could be as feminine as she wanted to be, and nobody was saying, oh, you're a funny boy, or, you know, trying to masculinate her in any way. But as soon as we'd interact, as soon as we'd even praise her using a male pronoun, she would just lose it. She would throw herself down. She would cry hysterically. I mean, the biggest tantrum you can imagine. She ripped the paper off the walls of her bedroom. Caught her in the bathroom. She was in there for ages, so I went in to find out what she was doing. And she was standing there with her nail clippers in one hand and her penis in the other. And she was looking at herself like she was trying to build up the courage to just do it. And it was terrifying.
There.
Josie was taken to a doctor and diagnosed with gender dysphoria, a condition where adults or children feel that they are trapped in the body of the wrong sex. Josie is one of the youngest to receive this diagnosis. His parents could see no alternative but to allow him to become a girl. His name was legally changed to Josie.
It was really a mourning time for me because I lost my child. It was my son. And there was a long time I didn't know what to do. I mean, I'd go to work, I would carry on about my business, but inside I was just devastated over the loss.
We forced her. I made her fit into a role that isn't hers. Sorry. I forced her to be a boy that she isn't.
Hard to think about now.
Yeah, it's like abuse. I really abused her. I really just, I don't want to do any harm.
Oh, Mama, look at this. Oh, these are cute. These are definitely not my size, though. I am very, very girly, and I dress like all in pink. Very, very, lots of pink.
Kyler Leckelt is an 8-year-old boy. But for as long as he can remember, he's believed he's a girl.
I really want this skirt.
Well, you can just try it on.
Oh, I love this. It's mine. I like sparkly stuff.
Look at this one, it has sparkles.
Oh, sparkle denim. Cool.
Want to try it?
Yeah. I wear lots of jewelry sometimes. Bangles, bracelets, necklaces, earrings. I just got my ears pierced, so I'm getting a bunch of stuff.
Kyler has gender dysphoria, a condition where people feel unhappy with the gender they are born with and want to become the opposite sex.
That'd be cute with some pink tights or some
Yeah.
white tights. That's pretty short, holy cow.
Can I get her?
We'll think about that one. I never thought I would be buying girl clothes, ever.
It's the summer holidays, and Kyler's in Alta, California.
You lost it.
Since he was a toddler, his parents have been accepting of his feminine behavior, allowing him to dress as a girl at home.
When Kaya first started learning how to speak and everything, and she started forming sentences, you know, there's usually that question, you know, where did I come from? You know, how was I made? And Kai's question was like, why was I born a boy?
We thought, you know, we just had a gay boy. That's what we figured, and that's fine with us, you know. My husband's brothers were both gay. I had lots of uncles that were gay, you know, so that was not a big deal to us. That was something we knew.
Shoot, I don't have a 6, a 5, or a 0.
After Kyler was diagnosed with gender dysphoria, his parents decided to let him start living as a girl. His name was changed from Kai to Kyler, and everyone in the family had to get used to calling him her.
It was very hard adjusting to the pronouns and her new name, but after 2 weeks worth of it, it was pretty easy. I kind of like her as a sister because she's a lot sassier. She'll be all sassy when she talks like that. You just made me more lucky. Voila! Sucker.
Kai, look at this. Look.
Oh.
Isn't she pretty?
Yeah, she is pretty.
For children like Kai, there's hormone treatment available to help them grow up to look like a girl. 16-year-old Kim Petras is the youngest child in the world to have had a sex change.
I can't imagine her as a boy, really.
Oh, she started hormones at 12, female hormones. What do you think about female hormones?
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember what'll happen when you Take female hormones?
I won't go through men's puberty.
That, and what else? What will happen?
I'll start to look like a girl. I'll go through girls' puberty or something.
Yep.
Oh, yay.
And we'll get to buy a bra.
Yay. I want to be a girl. Make me a girl, please.
For Kai to develop as a woman, medical treatment must begin before his body goes through the irreversible changes of male puberty. The first step is for him to take drugs to block his puberty and stop his body turning into a man's.
What we're offering is to extend childhood, in a sense, or to at least extend the physicality of pre-puberty while they're getting older enough to be able to make more complex decisions.
If at the end of a couple of years, the gender dysphoria persists and it's very strong, and the child wants to be the other sex, then cross-sex hormones are introduced.
When a child is given these hormones, they begin to go through the puberty of the opposite sex. For girls, this means their voices deepen and they grow facial hair. And for boys, their testicles shrink and they develop breasts.
I think this will be better than my first one.
I bet it will.
Since Josie was 6 years old, he's been growing his hair and dressing as a girl. Now at 8, puberty is looming, and he'll soon have to decide if he wants to take the puberty blockers and begin the journey to becoming a woman.
Josie's really eager to get the shape of an older girl because her friends are getting breast buds. She wants that. They have a little bit more of a girly shape than she does because they're just starting to enter puberty themselves. Hold still. Okay. Josie, I want to talk about puberty. Do you know what that means? What?
Getting boobs.
Yeah, I know. That's your favorite thing, isn't it?
And getting hair on your privates.
Yeah, that'll happen too. Hold still. We smeared your blue a bunch. So, Josie, for you to get breasts, you need to have estrogen. Your body won't do it by itself. Remember how the doctor was talking about it the other day? That you're gonna have to start getting the shots?
I don't like shots. Else they have medicine for shots.
But that medicine that you take, you have to take it from a shot.
To get boobs?
Yep.
You didn't ever tell me that.
Yeah, I thought I did.
No. I'm not gonna get surgery.
Yeah, to get them. You can take a shot instead. We're almost ready for the green. A lot of people say to me, how can you let her choose this? Isn't she too young to know? But she's not. I mean, when I was a little girl, I always knew I was a girl. When I was 4 years old, I knew I was a girl. I can see pictures of myself at that age. Josie knew she was a girl too. How do you feel about having a penis?
Grumpy.
Grumpy? What do you wish would happen?
Just magically a vagina comes.
Yeah, that would be so nice.
It's wrong having a penis in you, girl.
It's wrong to have a penis if you're a girl? Yeah, it doesn't make sense, huh? It's kind of like a birth defect. Here, let me see
It
this
is
one.
a birth defect.
Let me see this one.
Do you think that the fact there is treatment available to help Josie become a girl could be encouraging her to become one?
If this were to happen 20 years ago and society just refused to allow her to grow her hair and get her ears pierced and change her name, if there was just no way for Josie to be who she truly is, then I think she would have struggled with it to the best of her ability as long as she could have, which was maybe another year or two. So I know without a doubt we would have lost her by now.
And how does that make you feel?
That's the only thing that's scarier than when I walked in on her with the nail clippers.
In California, Kai is enjoying the last few weeks of his summer holiday.
I've been dancing since I was 2. I taught myself how to dance.
Kai doesn't repress herself at all, and she was going to start dressing as a girl whether we wanted it or not.
At school, Kai has been dressing as a boy, but his feminine behavior has been causing him problems in the playground.
One time, a bunch of these girls in my class tried to form a cheerleading squad. I really wanted to be on it, but they wouldn't let me. This really obnoxious kid that went to my school, he was riding his bicycle right next to us and saying, "Kai, you look like a girl. Come on, get out of those clothes," and stuff like that. He was the most obnoxious kid ever. I just had to go with it. I was really mad at him, though.
Despite Kai's difficulties at school, his parents have agreed to him starting the new term as a girl.
Some people are like, you can't have her go to school because, you know, she's gonna get teased and this and that. And then other people are like, oh, it's not a big deal, it's gonna be fine. And, you know, the principal's kind of like, you know, we're not gonna allow any bullying. All the teachers are gonna know that they have to make sure they're using female pronouns and using her female name and everything. But I have really mixed feelings about it.
I'm excited and worried about school. I'm excited because I'm going to identify as a girl. I'm worried because I'm going to be afraid that people are going to tease me.
Is this your first time at Visions? Yeah? I mean, pump the German.
With school about to start, Kai's being given a treat.
I like my hair very, very much, and I want to grow it long, so long that I can braid it, put ponytails in it, pigtails, especially pigtails.
What do you want to do today?
I was gonna get some highlights.
Some highlights? Okay. Do you like it kind of stripy, or do you just like them to be real tiny like you've been out in the sun?
Stripy.
Kind of stripy? Okay.
Hair is everything. It's like that is what being female means to them almost. That like embodies all of being a girl is that hair. And so some other moms I've heard have gotten wigs for their kids too, just so they'll be able to go out and feel better. Kyla was born as a boy, and she's a transgender child.
Oh, really?
Yes. So this is her. We've been letting her hair grow out for a year now.
So she's born a boy, and then what happens?
They identify as female all along from the beginning.
Well, what do you think about it? Your first haircut.
So far, I'm liking it.
She looks like a girl, huh?
That's because she should have been one.
Yeah.
She is one.
Yeah.
Huh.
You look like a beautiful little girl.
Oh, I just think it's funny. People don't know how to react. They're like, oh, that's lovely. I can't blame them, though.
Well, I just think you are prettier than the picture you picked out. What do you think?
Oh, the back is really cute. Can you see it? Oh, it has lots of pearls.
Oh, I love it.
I can't imagine feeling female in every way and looking down and seeing a unit. It'd be like, really? Oh, she's She seems pretty aware of things and pretty bright, so probably for her, she's making the right decision.
I washed my hands.
Okay, grab one and just put them right there.
Allowing Kai to transition from a boy to a girl is a controversial decision, as it's been found that most children with gender dysphoria grow out of it.
Some people might be wondering why you guys allowed Kai to transition so young. What would you say to that?
I could not carry on pretending like this was a boy. It was just not an option.
But we know a lot of people firsthand who their families have rejected them. There's just so much damage caused by non-acceptance. I mean, completely disowning their own children and everything. That kind of blows me away.
And like, we don't want her to be one of those kids that kills themselves because they're so miserable. We want our child. We don't want that.
If I had to wear boys' clothes and be a boy for the rest of my life, I would probably die. Oh my gosh.
Why?
Because it's like I couldn't be what I wanted to be. It's like, yeah.
We feel like this is, we feel like we're lucky that this is the only thing that's wrong. I mean, it could be so much harder. It just could be something so much worse. At least, like, we have our child.
Although Josie loves playing with dolls and painting his nails, he hasn't let go of his boys' toys.
I'm making that car. I made these two cars. This is used to make noise if you open it, and then if you push a button, it makes a noise, but it's out of batteries.
What would you say are your favorite toys?
This, I put wax on it. I waxed this guy on.
Josie loves toys and all kinds of things that are oftentimes perceived as typically boy or male toys, like dinosaurs. She loves dinosaurs. And I've never discouraged her from having that interest. Just because a man likes to cook doesn't make him a woman, or just because a woman knows how to change the oil on her car doesn't make her a man.
The idea of boy transitioning to live as a 8 or 9-year-old girl, to some of us carries more risks than benefits. When a child reaches puberty, if in fact the need, the wish, the demand, if you will, to be a girl diminishes, as it does with many children with gender identity disorder, can this child tell everybody, hey, wait, that's enough. This wasn't the right thing to do.
What would it be like if someone said, Josie, can you try and be a boy again for like a week and see how it goes?
Very, very sad.
Would it be really hard?
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't?
Josie still has time to change his mind and decide if he wants to remain a boy. But some children are approaching the point of no return.
Short? Okay.
Clean it
How
up
short do
some.
you want it on the sides and the...
You like it up over the ears, right?
Do you want it fairly short for the summer?
Yeah, I usually get it like buzzed in the back and a tiny bit longer on the top.
Okay.
12-year-old Bailey lives with her family in Boston, Massachusetts. She's a girl, but for years, she's lived as a boy.
Well, first grade, I was as girly as could be. Wore dresses every day and wore my mom's makeup and stuff. So in second grade, I stopped wearing dresses and everything, and I just wear like this every day.
I think I was more nervous than he was, having to ask the hairdresser, can you cut her hair like a boy? And Bailey was fine with it, and I was not. But yeah, it was a big difference, because from that point on, everyone that didn't know him thought he was a boy.
What do you think?
Perfect.
Good?
Yeah. This is my closet. I have my baseball helmet and Legos. One of my favorite toys is my gas-powered truck. And I put gas on the side right here, and it's remote control and everything. This is my karate belts. I started like in 2004 and I ended in 2008.
Bailey started showing the first signs of gender dysphoria when she was 7 years old.
This is when he got the first haircut that cut 10 inches off, and what a huge contrast between first grade and second grade, because in second grade, she got the bob haircut. And then the following year, I mean, it's 100% different, you know, just completely male. Everything about this picture is boy.
I thought he was just wearing boy clothes and had a boy haircut because it was like a phase. He didn't like to wear dresses when we went out fancy, but my mom forced him to, and my mom got kind of worried.
He was getting sort of withdrawn, and almost like I wondered if he was getting depressed, and his dad and I were just really worried about him, like, what's going on? And it was a difficult time because we were heading towards divorce. We knew it was coming, and so we wondered if the stress of that was kind of making this change in Bailey. Every night was crying himself to sleep, and I just couldn't figure out what was wrong. And I would ask him, and he'd be like, I can't tell you, I can't tell you.
I didn't want to tell my mom because I just was too embarrassed to, but I didn't want to keep it inside me because then I'd get all cluttered up and cry and all that stuff.
So Bailey found a way to tell her mum how she felt.
He writes, I really am a boy. I go to the bathroom standing up. And when I read that, I was just like, what is this, you know? Finally, he told me, he said, I am a boy. And I said, no, you're a girl. And he said, well, like, I just don't feel like a girl, Mom.
I felt really relieved, like I had 10,000 pounds off my shoulder, because it felt like I had everything trapped up inside and I couldn't tell anybody because it was so embarrassing, and I didn't know if it was a phase or me being crazy or...
What makes you so sure that it's not a phase?
Because I've been living like this for like 5 years or 4 years. And I don't like even have girl thoughts. I feel like a boy. I think about sports and football and hanging out with my friends and whatever.
Bailey's made the change as a child, but puberty presents a new set of challenges. 16-year-old Chris Murray lives in Toms River, New Jersey, with her family. Chris was born female and named Julia. Julia never went through female puberty. At the age of 12, she was given drugs to block it. And now takes the hormone testosterone, which has put her body through the puberty of a boy.
Testosterone, I started, I think I was 14. I wanted to start on them, like, as soon as possible. I was like I would, like, see all the kids with, like, the little tiny voices, and then they were like, whoa, what's up? And I was like, well, I don't think my voice is like that. I'd kind of like it to be like that, though. So we started on the hormones, and then by the end, I was starting to sound like the other guys.
Did it take a while to get used to shaving?
I have to do it at least once every week, otherwise it's like... I think the best part is just, I kind of like my little hairs. You know, I got my little chesty hairs and my little belly hairs. I mean, I got these little hairs and everything, so it's all good now. I can't even imagine a girl standing right there in the mirror like that, because I just can't. Because, you know, this is who I am, it's who I'm supposed to be, so I can't imagine anything else.
Julie, turn around so the camera can see. Say hi.
Hi. Julia's desire to be a boy began when she was 5 years old.
Chris really started expressing his boyness after his dad and I separated. So, of course, I wondered whether that factored into it. His father would not have allowed him to dress like a boy. So in some ways, I think the timing did play into it because he knew I was more accepting.
I thought my sister acted too soon. I thought she jumped into it too soon because as far as I was concerned, as young as she was, I figured it was a phase. Her father he had the opinion that women were less than men. So I thought maybe she thought if she were a boy, she'd be more important in her father's eyes. I guess if you hear that enough, you know, and he always said he wanted a boy, he wanted a boy. So I assume if you're a little girl and you want to please your dad, you're going to be what he wants to be.
He wanted a boy, but he didn't want his girl to be like a boy.
My dad, he's still not fully accepting of it. Like, at first, he was, like, totally against it. He's like, no way, no how. You know, you're a girl, God made you a girl, blah, 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 blah. But, I mean, he's come a couple times. He's seen me, you know. He's seen that I'm not really a girl.
Oh, come on. Oh.
12-year-old Bailey was born a girl. But since the age of 8, she's lived her life as a boy.
When he entered school as Bailey the boy, that was very hard. The older kids were terrorizing him on the bus, terrorizing him in school, taunting him. He was on the playground one day on the monkey bars, and a child came up and pulled Bailey's pants down and his underwear, and to show that he did not have boy parts. And that was devastating. Bailey was horrified. I've never felt anger like that.
The bullying became so difficult for Bailey, the family decided to move to an area where no one knew she was biologically female.
He started at school as Bailey, the young man. Nobody knows any different. I don't feel like he's in hiding because I wouldn't expect another parent to let me know if their child had some type of physical disability below their waist. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't want to know. It's none of my business.
Recently, there's been a development for Bailey. She started dating.
Since I've moved here, I've already had 2 girlfriends, so 2 months, that's pretty good.
Would you tell your girlfriends that or are you keeping it a secret?
I'm keeping it a secret at this age.
when he's ready to have a more serious relationship, that's something he'll have to consider telling them more up front, because it's not something you want to find out 2 years down the road or whatever. But right now it's just the crushes and going to the movies, that sort of thing.
If it was you and your daughter was kissing someone who she thought was a boy, and then you found out, how would you feel as a parent?
A little freaked out, I think. I am completely nervous about it. I don't. He's a very attractive young man, and the young ladies like him, and so you hope that your kids don't jump right into a physical relationship. And I think with Bailey, he knows some of the challenges he faces, and I don't think that he'll rush right into it for that reason.
Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh! No!
Chris's friends know that she was born female.
What I see Chris is pretty much like, it's Chris. He's just any other guy. He's just really easy to get along with, kind of thing. Like, he's outgoing, he'll talk to like anybody, and he's a fun person to be around.
His name is amazing.
I think one of the difficulties for Chris would be definitely dating, because I don't know how you tell a girl, like, it must be so hard. Like, oh, by the way, I was once a girl. Just let you know.
Stop! No. Let go of my arm. I'm trying to eat. They're not your donuts. They're not your donuts. Would you stop it?
Chris's sister Gina has started to notice that Chris is getting some female attention.
My one friend, she thought Chris was hot. And I'm like, not really. And then my other friend who's a dude, he's like, you can't deny it, he is. And I'm like, okay. Whatever you say.
He is lucky he got his good looks from his father.
That's true.
At least we don't have to worry about him getting someone pregnant. And if mother's ever concerned about him dating their daughter, we can always say, well, I can guarantee you he won't get her pregnant.
Yeah.
Do you date?
Yeah. I have a girlfriend, you know.
And does she know about?
Yeah, I told her.
Oh, cool. When did you tell her?
I told her after we met. We were just kind of like talking, and I don't remember what it was about. And then I said something about going to New York for the doctor. And she was like, oh, you had to go to New York for a doctor? I was like, yeah. She's like, what kind of doctor? And I was like, oh, here, it's the perfect chance to tell her. And then I told her, and she's like, oh. Like, she just kind of, like she knew me, like, and she's like, oh, well, you're a really cool guy, so it doesn't really matter. Anything with physical relationships and all, I mean, I'm not thinking about that too much right now. Could be years down the line. Like, why prepare for it now if it's years in advance, you know?
Bailey's on her way to a doctor's appointment. For the last 2 years, she's been taking puberty blockers to prevent her body developing into a woman. Today, she'll find out if she can start taking testosterone to put her through the puberty of a boy.
If Bailey had his preference, he'd be getting testosterone now, so he'd be going through puberty like the rest of his friends.
It kind of bothers me a bit because some of my friends are already getting taller and their voices are getting deeper, and I'll be 14 and just be starting it, and that's kind of late. Kind of makes me uncomfortable sometimes.
Bailey's doctor is one of the world's leading experts in the treatment of gender dysphoria, Dr. Norman Spack.
Well, here we are.
He's finding increasing numbers of families coming forward.
We're really at a pivotal stage. We're at a point where it's becoming part of the public discourse. My hope is that we will begin to just help people be who they are. And it's almost like watching people get reborn. Shoulders straight, back in.
When it comes to prescribing testosterone, Dr. Spack has to be extremely careful. The hormone has a major side effect. It would stop Bailey growing any taller.
I've probably given it to someone as young as 13 and a half, 14. But I think Bailey should know fully what the implications are, because the longer we defer, the taller Bailey can be. At this point, at 12 years, 7 months, if you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
That I was full male from when I was born, that I was rich, and I had...
Wait a minute, I said things that I could provide.
Oh.
What do we talk about a lot, though, that you wish you could start the testosterone now because your friends are starting to hit puberty and...
I do, but I don't want to be short my whole life. That would be annoying.
The best hope for maximum growth might be to make your puberty certainly not early, but maybe a little bit on the later side.
Yeah.
You know,
that's what my mom was saying.
And it can grab more height.
The effects of testosterone would be life-changing for Bailey. This hormone would almost certainly make her infertile.
He's looking towards the future, and when he ultimately is an adult and settles down and gets married or whatever, he was wondering, would it still be possible for him to have eggs removed and stored for future use, or is that something that we would have needed to do beforehand, or...
Because it's okay either way.
They cannot store eggs these days,
okay,
like they can store sperm. And I think that anyone who takes testosterone should be doing it with the understanding that in so doing, making fertility not possible. They need to see the finality of that decision.
I think for Bailey, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you just want to be able to be a parent someday, and it doesn't matter if it's biological or adopted or stepchild, but...
Doesn't matter.
Well, it's commendable, and that is always possible.
I'm not sure if it's sunk in completely yet. Yeah, it's a little heartbreaking, but there's no guarantee that either one of my children would have had or will have children in the future, so I'm not sure if it's really sunk in yet, so.
In some countries, puberty blockers and hormone treatment for children with gender dysphoria can only be prescribed for children over the age of 16, giving them more opportunity to change their minds.
Is there any chance you think you could change your mind?
I'm not going to.
Why are you so sure?
Because I'm a boy.
100%?
Yes.
No doubt about it?
102. Yes.
Okay. Put your mouth guard in. Okay.
Chris has been enjoying life as a teenage boy. But for a long time, there was something missing. A father figure.
You know you're supposed to keep your hand like this, flat on top.
Like that?
Yeah.
Through a contact at a support group, he was put in touch with Evan Davis.
He needed a mentor, and would I be willing to write to him? So I said, sure. I have to do another 95 of those. You're gonna be sore tomorrow. Tell me when I can stop.
Evan is also transgender and was born female. After years of unhappiness, she started taking testosterone at the age of 49, then had her breasts removed, and finally began life as a man.
He came for a visit. to our house. And then we met him, and, you know, we got to know him a little bit.
That was close. My first impression of Chris was that he just was like any other boy. That was the way he seemed to me.
Evan and Chris quickly became friends.
He taught me how to tie a tie, and he taught me how to shave. All the important man things. We have some man-to-man discussions. It's pretty fun.
But Chris wasn't the only one taking an interest in Evan.
Every day, she would be like, oh, gotta get off the computer, gotta go get my email from Evan. And I was like, really? Every day? And she's like, yeah, why not? I was like, okay.
Evan made a comment in an email that I just went, whoa, I think he's interested in me. Evan said I made a comment, you know, kind of thing.
What was his comment?
But, well, he said I had killer cleavage.
They got close, and then now, instead of being my mentor, now he's like my dad. He's kind of taken over the role of dad for me, because I was never close to my dad. He was never really a dad to me.
When Chris reaches 18, she'll be allowed to decide whether to have sex change surgery to remove her ovaries and construct a penis. But even if she has these operations, she'll have to continue taking testosterone for the rest of her life to maintain her masculine appearance.
Okay, you ready?
All right, don't forget that light.
I got it.
Right now, I'm happy with being on the testosterone, becoming the man I am inside. So now, pretty much my biggest issue is just trying to deal with normal life and balancing work and school and friends and all that.
Just as I found Evan, that Chris will find someone who will fall in love with Chris, and it won't matter that he's transgender.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A mommy.
A mummy? How many children do you want to have?
One.
Just one? Will it be a boy or a girl?
A girl. I want the chocolate one with nuts. But Mama, could I get a syrup on it? When I grow up, I want to be full girl. Long red hair, slim. So it's like, I just want to be like a normal person. And so, yeah.